Welcome back, folks. We're on the back nine here at Cape Neddick Country Club in Ogunquit, Maine. This is the 2021 Maine Hickory Stick Open. If you didn't watch the front nine yet, make sure you do that. We had a nice crew on hand for this second year event at this very cool Donald Ross / Brian Silva golf course. Ross originally designed it in 1925, and Brian Silva stretched it back to 18 holes in 1997 with a lot of changes in between. All right, so here's what's in the bag, sponsored by Stewart and Jacoby. I'm using my all-authentic set and my Callaway Super Soft ball. And here is the scorecard for the back nine. Stretches out to about 6,000 yards. Number 10's a par 4, 444 yards. I'll reintroduce my playing partners here. Here's Big Swing and Jack Crosby. Nice drive there. And here's Jacob Orcutt, my other playing partner. Jacob and I co-founded the Connecticut Hickory Golf Association. If you watch the front, you saw that I'm keeping track of score. I shot a 49 on the front. Had two pretty bad holes to inflate that score, but otherwise a pretty decent round so far. That was a good drive to start things off on the back. Kind of a dicey lie there, but I was able to dig it out with the Tom Stewart J iron. Got it back in the fairway. When I looked at the scorecard, I was hoping we were playing this as a par 5, but nope, it was a par 4, and a long one at that. And that didn't help. Had some bad bounces there in front of the green to take that ball off course. So I'm using the Hagen Ironman sand wedge here and the single plane chipping technique. And that's pretty good. I'd be happy if I could do that every time. Jack's got a unique putting stroke, but it works really well for him. He hits several putts on the front and starts things off in good fashion on the back, too. I, on the other hand, was missing a lot of short putts on the front, hoping to change that here. And that's a good start. See if I can keep it up. Number 11, par 3, 165 yards. Using the Tom Stewart Auto Hackbarth 2 iron here off the tee. Tugged it left. From the tee, it looked like it was going to be all right. But then when I got to the ball, found that it was almost in the water. Fortunately, I had enough room behind the ball to get some club on it, so I'm using the Ironman here just to chip it out of the junk. I knew it was going to skim across the green on me. I was hoping to get it close with this chip using the mashie. Not too bad. Generally speaking, with the single plane swing, I've been able to hit these shorter putts, but on this particular day, they just weren't falling for me. Our number 12, par 5, 529 yards, dogleg right, pretty tight fairway, a lot of trees here. And I like trees, but not this much. This second par 5 now where I've hit a ball into the trees off the tee and lost it, so starting behind the 8 ball already on this hole. That was a nice shot there, the Tom Stewart 2 iron. Tried to use that club again, but the lie was a little bit different and ended up topping that one. Went straight, though. Gave me a fairway shot. And I thinned that one as well, but fortunately it was straight and a little bit uphill into the green, so that worked out for me, especially with the back pin placement here. Needed to get more out of that chip, though. And there's another great putt from Jack. I'm hoping to try to do my Jack Crosby impression here with this putt. Oh. Every time I watch it, it looks like it's going to go in, but it just misses left. And that's a triple bogey. All right, number 13, par 4, 409 yards. Nice tee shot from Jacob. You know, one thing I'll say about myself in this round is I was able to shake off the bad drives and usually come back with one on the next hole. That was pretty good, and that was a pretty good drive for me there. Still having trouble with the topping. No excuse there. That was a great lie. even though I tried to find something wrong with it in my explanation to Jacob. So obviously something going on with the swing right here that's causing that. I should mention here, as I have the last couple course vlogs, that when I filmed this course vlog, I was only using certain parts of the single plane swing. I wasn't using the full single plane approach. That's not going to be until probably another 3 course vlogs down the road where you'll see me do that. So, part of this is Parker Elrod's training, limited training with me at Lasonia. And the other part is me just watching videos and trying to pick things up. I'm not a golf pro, though, so, I expected that I wasn't going to be doing things quite right, even though I would get away with a good shot here and there. All right, number 14, par 3, 192 yards. Basically, my strategy on these kinds of long par 3s is don't worry about trying to get it up on the green. If I can keep it straight and give myself an easy chip into the green, I'm satisfied. So I'm just trying to get it about 170 yards. And that's just what I did there using the Tom Stewart Auto Hackbarth 2 iron. I'm getting more comfortable with these shots with my single plane. This used to be right in my wheelhouse with the mashie, and I'm starting to get more comfortable with the mashie and the single plane again. Gives me a par attempt here. It's a tricky downhill putt that I thought was going to break more, but it never really did. All right, 15's a par 5, 547 yards. Double dogleg left. I listened for it. Jacob had been using his jigger a lot off the tee going into this round, but he decided to stick with the brassy, and I think he's happy he did, because he was definitely getting some good strikes off the tee with it. And I followed up with another good drive of my own right there. Yeah, another ball that I topped, but got some distance on it. And that one I chunked. So kind of all over the place here, but at least the ball's going forward. Put me in position for this shot, though, which is one of my favorites using Hickory clubs. A short approach using the mashie. A good contact there. And from my vantage point, it looked like it went further than I wanted, but when I got up to the ball, I realized that was a pretty good shot. It's kind of a poor attempt there at the par putt, but happy to be on the green.
Nice putt.
And Jack is just lighting it up with the putter.
Nice ball.
Fortunately, left a little bit of his magic behind for me to hit that bogey putt. All right, number 16's a par 4, 324 yards. These next 3 holes were the finishing holes 7, 8, and 9 on the previous 9-hole layout. So Donald Ross, I mentioned this in the front 9. You should definitely watch that for some more history of the golf course, but a quick recap of it is that Ross designed 18 holes in 1925. Those were pared down to 9 holes in 1950, and then stayed that way till 1997, when Brian Silva was asked to restore the course back to 18 holes. But because a lot of the golf course was a part of a protected wetland, Silva had to get creative with how he designed this course, and so he used the 9 holes that were existing, redesigned some of them, found old holes that were lost in time, and then designed some new ones in the spirit of Ross to come up with what we've got today. So it's really a great combination Ross-Silva course. And Silva's known for his restoration work with Ross's designs and other Golden Age architects, and he does a great job maintaining the feel of the original designer. All right, number 17's a par 4, 313 yards. That's the one drive on the back 9 that I lost right. Otherwise, I was pretty happy with what the driver did for me today. It's a nice shot from Jacob.
You're good. Yeah, nice shot.
Lost a lot of distance off the tee on that one, so it kept me pretty far out, about 155 yards. I was using the Tom Stewart J iron there and lost that one right as well. Got lucky that this ball bounced off the wall enough for me to get a shot on it. I'm using the McGregor B Mashy Niblick. And that wasn't quite what I was after, but ended up turning out okay. This shot here with the Ironman, this chip with the Ironman's been working for me today so far. Yeah, I didn't put that far enough left, so left myself a pretty lengthy putt here for bogey. And that was never going in. Meanwhile, Jacob drains a nice par putt here. Jack follows up with one of his own. Now I'm left with this short one for double bogey. Fortunately, it drops for me. All right, heading home, number 18, par 4, 356 yards. I was not comfortable on this shot and should have stepped away from the ball, but I ended up doing that. Just a snap hook. It got stuck in the weeds down there, so actually saved me a little bit. The lie wasn't terrible in there, and the ball was sitting up a bit, enough for me to get under it with the mashie and get a nice shot out of that. So 145 yards out using the mashie once again. Nice contact. Ended up hitting a tree. So nothing's going right on this hole. That would have been a nice shot, I think. It probably wouldn't have got it up on the green, but it would have been close. Everything's uphill from this point on to the green, and it's a little deceiving how hard you have to hit some of these shots. I thought that was on the green, but it ended up coming up short. And then even this chip is uphill. And I've got a lengthy putt here for double bogey. So as we clean things up here on this round, Jack's got a short one here. I might have left some of my bad juju in the hole, though, because Jacob could not hit his final putt. Here's the damage from the back nine. 3 triple bogeys, no pars, several double bogeys. Just kind of a rough back nine here for a 103. So that'll wrap up this round from Cape Neddick Country Club. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back next week with another video, and in the meantime, here are 2 from my archive for you to check out. As always, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.